Yes.
are here with Sabrina. Is anybody watching? Let us know. Put it in the comments. Sabrina and I are here. Just in case you don't know who we are, I am Andri, and I have Sabrina right here with me, my guest all the way from America. I am so excited to have Sabrina here with me. Hi, Sabrina.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's my absolute pleasure. It's
Yeah.
lovely to have you here, and I can't wait to get to know you even better. I'm really, really excited. We're just waiting for people to join us just now. We are definitely live because I can see it on my iPad.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
us. So we're just going to wait for a few more people to join us, and then we can compare our little mini Kellys. So,
Do you like it? How many times did you?
do I like it? I do like it. I mean, I really do enjoy it that it's there. Do you want to lift yours up? Oh, Kaylee's here. Hi, Kaylee. Hi. Where's yours? Where's your little dupe? Which one?
Yours hard gold, the gold hardware. Yes, yeah. Because my
Yeah.
eye. But yes, but you see, it's look exactly same. My
Wait,
gosh,
let me see for size. Put your hand across it so I can see like how big it is.
same size. Because I'm sure about the sizing they do. Yeah, same size. I can put my iPhone, put some, lipstick, something like that. Usually I use it for evening. It's comfortable, but if you put too much, I cannot close it.
Right. Have you got a little pocket on the inside there?
Yeah. Yeah, has a pocket.
Right. Where does it say Hermes on the bag?
Here.
Is that the only place? Does it say on the hardware or anything?
I think so. Let me put my glasses.
These your Tiffany glasses.
Oh yes. Did yeah,
See,
I knew.
I pay attention.
So cute, especially because inside is blue. Look at how cute it is. I love it.
You suit them. They're lovely.
Yeah, I don't see anywhere in the hardware. I cannot believe it. Look at it. Still, I have this plastic wrap on it. Oh my God. Let's remove it now.
Well, Sabrina, can I say I have plastic on mine too?
New. That's the
Wait a
reason.
minute. Wait a
But
minute. Wait a minute. You're not getting away with this. I'm doing it too.
yeah, because I have this for many years. I don't know why I didn't
Right,
remove.
look, there we go. See? Kelly asks, did we get them at the same time?
No.
Kelly, I don't know if you realise, but mine is a dupe. Sabrina's is the real deal. Ah, Joe's is here! Hi, Joe's!
Hi.
But we're comparing our mini Kellys. You're
Yeah.
taking more stickers off.
Okay, I remove it. All is gone.
How long have you had that for?
I think for 4 years. I think 3 years, 4 years. Yeah, I think so. I don't remember. But now look at it, how shiny. Oh, I have it here too.
How do you find the strap? Do you not think the long strap is too short?
The the strap you're talking about?
Yeah.
It's not short. Actually, I don't use that much because I want to hold it like that when I go out,
Right. What
More
height are you? How tall are you?
5'6".
Oh my goodness, you're tall.
No, I'm not. 5'6".
I'm 5'5". I thought you were small.
Yeah, I don't know. Just yeah.
Hi,
But
Patricia. Patricia Teak is here. Hi. Oh, my lovely ladies are
okay.
here. Thank you for joining Sabrina and I. We're at the moment comparing our Kellys, but we're not just going to talk about Kellys. We're going to talk about lots of different things because Sabrina's a very, very special lady. She not
Oh,
only has an amazing luxury collection, she also has a very, very interesting life. I've been following Sabrina for a long, long time now. Actually, Sabrina and I were having a wee chat before we came on, and I was saying to her that she was the first person that I'd ever seen unboxing back in 25. And now, all the big influencers are showing them, and you were the first one. I mean, you're saying you had your mini Kelly 4 years ago.
yeah, yeah.
You were one of the first to even show these bags. But then when the bigger influencers, it's everybody wants them after that, isn't it?
Yeah, and actually, I wasn't familiar when my a salesperson she called me. She said we have a Cali, uh, many Cali. Would you like it? Were you interested? I said I don't know. I never saw it because I tried to Google it and then I tried to look at YouTube. I couldn't find any, and I said yes, I want it. She said yes, it's good. And then when she opened the box, oh my gosh! I said I fell in love with it. I said I love this bag. And after that, I just keep asking her no matter what color, I want to get another one. And she said it's so hard to get in it. Anyway, and then a few months ago for my birthday, again, I told her, I said, for my birthday, I want another one anyway. And then she gave me this one.
Wow.
Here, this,
Wow. See, when you first looked at it, I mean, it is a really tiny bag, isn't it? It's like for a grown woman, it looks like,
two is,
like did you not think, oh my goodness, no, that's because when you got yours, it wasn't fashionable, right? It wasn't the in bag when you got
no,
yours. So
yes.
when you first looked at it, did you not think, oh no, that's too small, that's a child's bag, what am I going to put in it? Because even mini bags weren't very fashionable at that time. Did you not
Yeah.
think any of that?
No, because I used to have clutch always when evening, for nighttime I went out, I used to have a clutch. And when I saw it, I said, oh, this is great, clutch, but it's easy to, hold in it because usually clutch is heavy and it's so hard to just all night you holding it. I thought, no, I'm going to use this just for evening and plus has a shoulder strap, and for dinner time or anytime, or if I want to dance, I can just put it in my shoulder. No, from beginning I fell in love with it. I really like it. And I think it's very easy bag to use.
Yeah. So do all your friends carry designer bags as well?
Yes, all my friends they have, but all of them to, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Fendi, YSL, but no, I don't think they're into Hermes that much.
Right. I'm going to say a few hellos here because we've got lots of people joining us. I saw Krista come up. It's only whopping. She says, you're both looking stunning, ladies.
Thank you.
My cousin's here, Nastia. Lots of people are now joining us. Thank you very much. Kaylee, I'm sure there was a question that came up that says, how long have we known each other for? Do you know?
Yeah, I remember before I didn't have a YouTube channel. I started watching you, and I remember you had some unboxing or reviewing about your Louis Vuitton, and your mom she was sitting because always I'm so emotional. I love mothers, and because I lost my mom very young age, and I remember your mom she got my attention. You started talking. She was sitting there very calm and after that, I just started following you. And then I fell in love with you. And just, I was obsessed anytime you had a video. I think it was 5, 6 years. How many years do you have the YouTube channel?
Oh, I
Long-
don't know. I've been doing YouTube for years and years and years.
Yes. From, yeah, I always watch you, but usually I don't put a comment. I didn't put comment. I was shy to ask any question, but I always
Ah,
yeah. And then when I started having my YouTube channel, and then I just, if you remember, I asked your advice, what should I do this for the, I remember I started asking question and then, yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's lovely. That's really nice. So, shall we? So that's the luxury. So were you brought up with luxury?
Yeah, actually, the,
Hi,
you,
Gula. Right, sorry. Yeah, carry on.
um, yeah, actually, my mom, she was a tailor and always she was talking about fabric. She taught me when she went to buy fabric, she always, made dresses for me and my sister. And I remember I went to the school for tailoring, and I got my diploma years ago. But even before I get my diploma, I started using sewing too. And I remember my first pants I made, I think I was 9 years old. And my point is, because of that, always I want a luxury, because I love quality, not just for show off, or no, I'm not about that. But I think you have to have lots of money to don't buy designer, because no quality. And
So you say your mum was a tailor, but I'm sure you said in one of your videos, did your dad not come from royal family?
yeah, he was actually my father. He was very, very rich. And actually, my father's name came to the Iran, or his city's history. He was very rich. My mom, the reason she was a tailor, not because of money. First, she was very passionate. I'm same way. Right now, I don't do any, sewing or anything. I will tell you the least reason, but she didn't do that. She used to be tailor, and then she married my father. My mom, she was much, much younger than my father, over 20 years younger than my father. And but she continued doing it because she loved it. And
All right.
not just because of the, yeah, she had passion for fashion and all of that. Yeah, she was very into that.
Right. So when we say royal family, like a king, a sheik, like what do we mean by that?
From a very, very I don't know how explaining it, from very, very high class and very rich family. And as I mentioned it, they were part of the for example, I don't know how I go to the detail, but yeah, they were very, for example, I remember I was very young. Anytime we went to Isfahan, which is my father's city, right now their house is museum. They made a museum. The house was amazing. My father took us to, show where he grew up. But yeah, they were very high class and generation.
Right. Okay. So you were brought up in that sort of environment as well,
Yeah,
obviously.
very.
Yeah.
Yes. And actually, I had a stepmother, and my father at the same time, he had two wives. My mom, the second one, and my stepmother was the oldest one, the first one.
And they all lived together. You all
No,
lived together.
no, we
No.
had all place. And these two wives, they were very, very, they had a very good relationship. My father,
Wow.
they were very respect each other, no competition or anything like that. And we look at our stepmother as a, for example, usually kids look at the grandmother. We were like that. I had to see her almost 3 times a week because I loved her. We had a very good relationship.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's, that's really amazing. So I take it they've all passed now, yeah? Your
Yeah.
stepmother. And I know you lost your mum when you were quite young as well.
Yeah. I was almost 11 years old, 12 years old. My father died. And then I was 18, 19. My mom, she died. And my stepmother, she was very, very old. Actually, she died much, much, after my mom died. She was a
All
very,
right.
but, I didn't see them after my mom, she passed. And then, after a few years, I moved to America, and no, I didn't see any of them.
Hi, MC's. Life of MC has a YouTube channel joining us as well. It's very interesting, Krista. I am totally fascinated by Sabrina's story. She has an amazing story. So so right. So you married very early as well, didn't you? So
Yeah.
your dad died. Is that right? Your dad died. You were left with your mum. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah. I was with my mom, and then because was money involved, and I was very young, and my mom, she had a heart problem, and she said she decided to I get married. She said, I want you get married to somebody taking care of you, because if anything happened to me, and money involved, plus you need to somebody taking care of you. And even I had a sister and brother, but they had their own life. And
Was your sister and brother from your mum and dad?
I was the youngest one. My mom, she had the first kids she had was a boy, and then my sister, and then I. And
Right.
something interesting because my father, he was very, very rich and very old-fashioned person, and always he want to have a son. If anything happened to him, the son take over everything. But he didn't have any boy. My stepmother, she had 5 daughters, which is my step sisters. They were age of my mom. They were older, all of them. And then when
Wow.
I married with my mom's first kids was a boy, and that was the reason my father always fell in love with my mom. He loved her very much, and
She gave him a son.
son, yeah. So it's very old style,
Yeah,
very
yeah, 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 yeah. I get it. I understand.
Italy strict people. Anyway, and I was the last one. I was the baby one. But that was the reason my mom said it. I said, oh, okay. And then I got married. I got married almost for 7, 8 years. I was married and then I got divorced. I got divorced. Anytime I talk about my divorce, I get excited. Still, after that,
Freedom! On that, I'm gonna open up a
open it.
prosecco,
Yeah,
right? Have
ah,
you've got a wee unboxing and then we'll get back because the
sure.
story gets more. Oh, you got all yours right up. It's a big glass,
Yes.
Sabrina. I'm
Full.
just keeping the bottle here because I normally have to shout on Rico to bring me up. Fill my
Oh,
glass up again because I drank too fast. So that's Rico. I'm just keeping the bottle up there with me. so if you all follow Sabrina, you know she likes an unboxing now and again.
actually, I have very something small to share. Yesterday, I say she's so sweet. She called me. She says, Sabrina, I have something for you for Valentine's. And then I just pick it up. I went to the store very close to me. Let's see what she gave me. She gave me a card. Oh, so cute. I think it's a chocolate. Yes. Let's
So
see.
she
Open.
just randomly calls you up and says, "I've got a gift for you," without you having to buy anything.
No, no, because yeah, no, I didn't buy anything. But usually they do that. Even Chanel or
Cheers, everyone.
oh,
Happy
let's
Valentine's.
thank
Cheers.
you. Cheers. Yeah, usually she messages me. Oh, look at this, so cute. It's a card. The man and woman they kiss each other. So romantic. Okay, this.
Do you think you'll be getting any Valentines this year,
No,
Sabrina?
I like Valentine's, but I don't have. No, I don't have it. I'm not dating.
I'll
I'm
be your
old.
Valentine's. I'll be your Valentine's today. I'm here for you.
Too old now. Oh, so cute.
What we thinking? Chocolates?
I'm crazy for chocolate. Oh, yeah. Ouch. Mm.
Are you gonna
Smell.
taste one?
Sure. I feel bad. I'm eating, You don't have a chocolate?
No, I
You
don't eat. I don't eat chocolates anymore.
really? Why?
Kaylee says Happy Valentine's. I'm on a health thing.
I'm going to eat one of the small ones. I feel guilty sitting eating and you're not eating.
I'll pretend.
This is the things I cannot stop eating. I have to have my chocolate every single day.
I used to be like that as well. I used to be very much eat sweets, chocolates, but then I got all my bloods done. It's an old story, and everybody's going, we've had it 1,000,000,000 times anyway. So I changed my diet completely. I eat dark chocolate now, and
It's good. Yeah.
I'm kind of used to it now. But what interesting question, Sabrina. What brought you to America?
Oh, are you kidding me? That was my dream. As a young age, I wanted to leave Iran and I just felt I'm not fit there. Especially
When
with,
you were in Iran, did you wear all everything? Were you covered up?
the time I was married, my ex really bothered me over the hijab and all of this. We got to the point, even he was saying, you have to cover your face. It's very sad. And
Were
they
you brought up like that?
No,
No.
in Iran, everybody has a scarf. You have to wear a scarf. That is the law. You cannot go out without hijab. When I was very, very young, before revolution, no, everybody, nobody had a hijab. And we went to a school, with the uniform, we didn't need to cover our hair. And then when the revolution happened, I was very young. I think I was around 11. I think it was 11 for that time. And then we had to have a scarf, everybody. When I got married, he was really abused me with this. And even I didn't allow to bring my hand out when we went to restaurant or anything. And
What do you mean, bring your hand? How are you going to eat?
he was saying you have to hide your hand. He didn't allow me go out of the house. It was very, very, it's a sad story, but and that time, especially, somebody like me and my personality, I'm very,
Outgoing.
yes. And I want more from my life. I wasn't some, person. I just be happy to have a, husband, kids, and kitchen, and deal with just be the pot and pan, in the kitchen. No, I wasn't like that, and I didn't come.
Were you brought up with servants? See, with your dad, did you have people that did everything for you? Like, did your dad
Yes,
help?
we had a yes, yes. The way we lived was our life was unbelievable good. We never, I didn't know how I didn't know even anything about this. I'm sorry I say that, but I didn't know even people poor. I didn't know people they don't have money, and I didn't know because I didn't grow up like that. I remember my first house after my father died. I had lots of money. I bought my first house. I was 13 years old, and I had that kind of personality. Be just I was like a how can I say it? I was like a man. My point is. Um,
You had to you had to take control of the finances.
I didn't that time because of the marriage I had. He took over my everything and
Oh, right.
do anything. I didn't.
But
Yeah,
he was poor. He wasn't rich.
no, he wasn't. He was from very normal family. Yes, and but he took even over my money. My money was everything. I was handed everything was mine. And then that was the reason one of the problem because of the money was involved. I had a hard time to get divorced. And he took my kids to maybe take me back and he took advantage of that and but because I couldn't live because was no love involved and lots of abuse and that's the reason I said if he's not even let me to see my kids better my kids grow up like that if they between me and him and this situation they're going to get crazy and I had to save myself
And
and
that's why you came to America.
no actually and then I went through a lot so I can leave the country because it's not that easy. I don't know now, but my time, if you're under 30 years old and single, it's not that easy to you can get visa. And I try very hard for Europe, for any country. And lots of people, I pay them to, get out of Iran. They stole my money. It wasn't easy. And for visa, it wasn't easy to I get a visa. And then for America, this was my dream. I couldn't even think about it. And I'm one of those people I appreciate each minute I came to this country, and I think I'm a luckiest woman. I just live it, came to America. Anyway, it was very hard, but I got some, like a business visa or something like that. Anyway, and then I came. Wasn't easy, but God helped me.
So you're now an accountant. Did you study when you came to America to become an
No,
accountant? Yeah. No.
after my divorce, I went to school and I got my bachelor. And then when I came here, I couldn't imagine someday I'm going to be accountant. I'm going to work with numbers, but because I never thought someday I'm going to get to the point I need money. But no matter how much money you have, when you don't invest your money, and I was too young, and I didn't have control of my money or anything. Still, I get a money. Still, is not done. Still, I receive money from Iran. But no, when I came here, and then I realized that if I want to be successful, I have to know the culture. I have to learn the language. That's the reason I thought, okay, this is the time I have to work. And then no matter how much your degree or how much when you don't speak English, it's not that easy. I had to start from the bottom.
So
And
you couldn't speak English when you came.
actually, I had a teacher in Iran, but I didn't get it seriously. And because you don't use it that much daily. For me, I anyway. By the time I came here. because I had some issue and all of that. I was just so culture shocked, or I don't know, maybe not call it culture shock.
Can I just stop you there? Jules is asking, did your husband take your money? Did he take it all from you?
No, by the time we were getting divorced, even we got to the point that he said, "You put your." My house was huge, and it was expensive. He said, "Put in my name." Even I was ready to put his name in. Give my house, give up my house to. He just gave me divorce, and then my brother involved. He didn't let me to do that. He couldn't get money, but by the time he left, he he did enough. My point is, he didn't just take some money. By that time, was no, he couldn't, but he used good. He left good for 7, 8 years.
Right, so back to America.
Yeah. Anyway, and then I came to America and I start from zero, and my goal was to bring my kids here because I can say I was thinking about myself. I know I have to leave Iran, but I didn't want my daughter going through the things I went through. I thought even I tell myself I have to somehow take her out. And when I came here, I worked very hard, and it's not that easy to I can get a visa because I had a green card. I had to wait 5 years in order to bring my daughter here. But I went through a lot, and then I brought her here almost maybe 2 years later. I was here.
Reunited at long last.
Yes, yes. And then after that, I brought my son.
Oh, so they never came together?
No, because I couldn't do that. It's not that easy because you can. I couldn't. I had a green card. I took me a few years, so I got
Were they happy to come? Did they want to come to
my
America?
my daughter. Yes, because she was teenager. She was grew up very strict with the father and that situation. And that time, she was, of course, she saw the mother. That time, I was young, and she looked at me as a freedom and all of that. She was so excited to just leave that house. And of course, but my son, when I brought my daughter and then I applied for him and I said, would you like me, I apply for you, I want to bring you here. He just keeps saying, no, I am not interested.
But it's a different upbringing for the males and the females, isn't it? They're brought up differently, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
but actually my son and my daughter, they had a very good relationship. And my son, he was a very sensitive. He was very sensitive for my daughter. He loved her so much because he knows that the way they grew up, they didn't have that much, some very strong father to taking care of them and all of that. And he thought he has to taking care of the sister. No, he always, but the time we were teenager, he was so happy to my daughter leave because that is the time kids they started not getting along, and my daughter, she was getting hyper. She was teenager, they couldn't control her. And then he was happy. But after a few years, and then my son,
she had her mum's genes.
yeah. And actually she's like me, she's CPA, she's an accountant too.
All
Yeah.
right, okay.
Yeah, we have similar personality.
Would you ever go back to Iran? Do you go back? Would
I
you?
Yeah, a few times I went. One time I sell some property. I was there maybe for few weeks, and that was the first time I came. And then second time I take my daughter out. That one, I think I was there for 48 hours, something like that,
All right.
to Turkey. And then the third time I went to my son, because I don't know another country, but in Iran, when you get 18 years old, you have to go army. Anyway, I had to
That's
go.
like Cyprus.
Yeah. Oh, let's say, yeah. I had to go there to say, for example, he's saying he taking care of his mother because his mother's single, and then in order to, to get some paper, something, they say, okay, you don't need to go army. I was there, I think, again for 48 hours, and that's it. No, and I'm not interested, and I'm glad because my kids are not there. I don't want to go there. I have I don't have anything to even want to go there.
Do you carry forward any more of your see any of your culture? Do you carry that forward? Do you want to maintain any of it?
Culture.
Yeah.
I'm a very old fashioned, but I don't call it culture. I think I raised myself, and because I lost my parents very young age, and I'm old fashioned, but I don't call it culture. No, I'm my own. I'm one of those people. When I came to America, I changed very fast. You know, I wasn't very traditional person even in
Right.
Iran.
That's the word traditions, probably rather than culture. Your traditions.
Yeah, no, I wasn't like that in Iran because I was very young and divorced. Imagine, and that time I remember. Now yes, but my time, if somebody got divorced, they lived with their brother, with the father, with somebody. You know, I had my own life. I had a home, a house, money, everything. I was 18 years old and free. You know, and yeah, I wasn't that traditional person. Yeah.
Must have been very difficult. I mean, it was very brave of you to say, I don't want to live my life with them. I mean, it's a very brave thing to do because that's not how you were brought up. That's not how you're raised. That's not your culture. Your culture is you accept, you've married this man, you put up, you live with them, you do, and you just get on with it. So it was really very, extremely brave of you to say, wait a minute, I'm not doing this anymore. I mean, and still at 18, you said it's still a very young age to say, I'm not happy here. I want out of here, and to ask for that divorce and do it. That takes a lot to have the strength to do
And it
that.
was very, very bad because I didn't have anybody to support me. And I didn't know even I can get an attorney because I just always inside the house. I didn't have that kind of, somebody advise me, somebody help me. I didn't have anybody. My divorce took, I think, almost a year, I think, but it
That's
was
quite a short time, is it not?
the 1 year,
Mm-hmm.
a lot.
It was a lot to
Just imagine each minute of it was hard.
Were you see when you asked for a divorce, were you still living in the same house?
We got to the point, that is a long story if I say that. That was for a while, yes, and then got very bad, and then got so wild, and then got very bad, and then I just and one of the things, I could get divorced, and I see lots of Middle Eastern women, they stuck with the husband and they live the, that abusive life because of the financial thing, because they need it. For me, that wasn't the case because I could take care of myself and I had the money, and that wasn't the case. And I had the power. For example, when got into the point to he left the house, I just quickly, it's a long story, just I say this part of it. I hired the company, they came, the house was very big and they just cover everything with and I put the lock everywhere and I just made a jail
Wow.
a month, yes, to nobody, he couldn't get in.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are amazing.
Oh,
Honestly, you are what you've been through, and this is it. People see you there with your Birkins and your Kellys, looking absolutely stunning.
oh, thank you.
I'm being honest with you, but they don't know. I know, but they don't know actually what's behind this woman, this very, very, very brave woman.
Thank you.
Tony Wappin has asked a question. Were you a young girl when you married?
I'm sorry, the age?
Not age, just were you young? She says, not age, just were you young when you got married?
Yes, I was very young. Yes, I was very, very young. Yeah, I was under 18.
Yeah. Very. I was under 18 as well when I got married.
Oh, really?
Through choice. I want to add here, through choice. You
Oh,
know, I was 17, so still.
this,
So, I mean, when I say that to people now, they go, "You were what, 17?" And when I look at like now that I'm a mother, if they had said to me at 17 they wanted to get married, I go, "Are you crazy? Are you mad? You've got your whole life to live. You're not going to get." Although, in saying that, my two eldest boys, I mean, they've been with the girls. They've been together since the girls were really young as well. So,
yeah,
but yours was an arranged marriage.
mine was different. Plus, for example, now 15 years old girl, 14 years old girl, they know everything. They just, because of this school, social media, or family, they allow them to, they learn, they know everything. For me, wasn't the case because my family, they were strict, and I was too young even to know about men, about marriage, about sex. I didn't know anything about anything. Even I didn't know about
Did you
the.
know you were going to have sex when you got
I
married? Did you?
no, when we got married, has a two different one. When you get married, we were married, not engaged. It's because of the Islamic country. When you get in married, uh, it's a real marriage, but you are, for example, 1 year, 2 months, 1 month you stay with your parents, and then after that you get in the big wedding, and then you go to his house, which wasn't the case. He came to my house, but
That's because you didn't have a house.
but my point is, I didn't know that. Even when we got married the first night, I had to. When I was younger, I didn't talk about it, but now I don't mind it because maybe I can help some young girls or women. They appreciate their life. I say it. I didn't know anything. I didn't know man kiss woman. I remember if you watch a TV, some movie came, I saw, and I thought that is in the TV. They watching, for example, they kissing each other. I remember just quickly did it like that because I thought, oh, this is something just in the movie. I didn't know man and woman. And then I'm talking about when I was very young. And then when I got married, I didn't know he's even going to kiss me.
Oh, go away. No
I,
way.
I honestly, I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything because I was too young. Plus, I wasn't that much, I didn't have that much free life to go. And I was too young. And then at this school, the girls are, separate, or girl and boys school are separate. And with the girls, same as my age, they were like me. We never talk about it. We didn't know about
Did you never talk about boys
it.
secretly?
I was young, and we didn't. And and I didn't know what gonna happen to me. And then anyway, I had to go hospital, and was bad.
No way.
Yeah, I'm saying, sometimes people, they look at some persons
Yes,
outside, they
I
have.
know. I know, and this is why I admire you that you are honest about that, because so many people wouldn't be. Because I mean, what you went through, the bravery you went through, this like talking about it, I think it's amazing to bring light to it.
Sometimes, not sometimes, it happen a lot. When Iranian people, they meet me, they know, I have that age kids, or they ask me when I got married, they're thinking, where are you from? Which part of the Iran? They are thinking maybe I'm from some village or some, uneducated family, and this wasn't the case. And because Iran is not like that. It's just you, or American, usually they say, oh, this is a culture. This is not culture. No.
Is this why you didn't want to use the word culture when I use the word culture?
Maybe, yeah, no, I didn't.
Okay, any questions? I think everybody's so fascinated by this story. They're all sitting there like, because I can see they're all here and they must be all sitting like this. Chris, okay, horrific what the girls go through there. I remember, she says she remembers your video. I know, I was the same. That video, I think I must have watched it so many times over because I was like, wow. And it wasn't that what you were saying was shocking me, right, or surprised me. It was the fact that you had the guts to sit and be so open and to talk about it. That's what it was. And that to me was one of the most memorable videos I'd ever watched. I
I,
remember you made another. Go on.
yeah, no, no, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was going to say I can't remember this one as well, but you made another video about your sister as well, about your upbringing with your sister. She would get everything and not. Is that
Oh, yeah,
there was another one?
yeah, we got along. We loved each other. She's in Iran. We talk
Does she
some.
ever come over? Do you keep contact with them? Do you?
Yeah, my brother, he's living in Canada,
Oh,
and
is he?
yeah,
Jules, go find Sabrina's brother.
yeah. And my sister, she's in Iran, but I talk to her. But Lucky, actually, I sometimes before I used to say, oh, all the sister, they like that, just you love them, but you fight and all of that. But I'm getting older. I say, no, I'm not normal. It's maybe, uh, I don't know. We're always fighting. I don't know. Yeah, but we talk sometimes. But I love her very much.
Would she ever come over?
No, because she has to get visa, or I had to apply for her. I don't know now. At the time I came, I remember I started to searching if you have your green card or you're a citizen, and then you can apply. And then I think take 9, 10 years, something
See,
like.
I don't know. See, when you say green card, I don't know what. I don't know what is that something you have to get when you go to America? Everyone's going to go, "Oh my God, Andrew, you really are stupid."
No.
Rico be going downstairs going, "Oh, fuck that," because sometimes I hear things and I go, "Rico, what does that mean?" And he'll go, "You serious?" I can see him downstairs going, "Oh my God, why did she even ask that?"
Permanent residency, you get in it, and then this is for 5 or 10 years. You have it, and then you have to again renew it, get it again. But when I got that, and then after 5 years, when you have the green card, and then after 5 years, you are qualified to apply for citizenship. Citizenship means you're American. That's different. And then
Right.
after 5 years, I got my citizenship. But my point is, do lots of people, they have a green card, they don't apply for citizenship. They just, they have their
Just
own.
go plod along with the green card.
Yes, yes.
Right. Okay.
It's just you have it, you can work, you can live here in this country. Yeah.
Right. So, like, do you get the benefits and all of that with the green card, or?
Yeah, you're allowed to work. You have a residency. They allow you to live in this country, and then you can work.
Right.
But yeah, but when you don't have it, for example, when you have a visa, your visa finish, you have to leave the country. And with visa, I don't think necessarily you can work even you not have a, permission to work. But with
You've got an American passport now.
now, yes. Yes, few years ago. I remember when I got my green card, I share with everybody because, usually people they don't say it. I'm saying I really appreciate. I think that was a gift from God. I got it because no matter how much money you have, wasn't easy for me to come to America. I remember when I got checked the mailbox and I received my green card via mail. I was sitting middle of the street and was crying, screaming, and just keep saying
Oh,
thank you. And or the day I got visa to come to America, I went to Turkey and I got it. That was same thing. I thought that's the biggest gift God gave me.
Chris is asking, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Yeah.
How much I talk.
I don't. But how interesting are you? That's why, because you have so many interesting things. See, they all came here. Thought, oh, we're gonna watch. We're gonna have a look at Andrew's Lily and Bean rubbish bag.
Oh.
By the way, for all those of you that missed the beginning of the video that decided to come late on, Sabrina, show us your dupe, please. This is the difference. We were talking about the differences to begin with. Look, I mean, look how similar they are.
Yeah, can I see the leather? What is the leather? Is soft leather or
No, it's hard.
really? Oh, look at this. Look at Absam. Look at mine. Wow, they doing good, good job. How
I
they do?
know. So what we were saying, the differences are you have Hermes. It says
Yeah,
Hermes with.
yeah, Hermes is here. Actually, you asked me before for the hardware. I don't see anywhere in a hardware, but I see it here.
So it just says it. So that's the only difference, that it doesn't have anything here. So all I have to do is put some gold writing here.
And then And then what is a strap? Can I see it? How they make that one?
I just
Oh,
added that one because
oh, that is not the.
it's very like, I can't remember when I put the other one. It's very, I think it's in the other room. It's like yours. It's very
Oh,
much like yours, and then
oh,
you get that as well with it.
oh, it's nice. That's good. And actually, this is make it, casual and look
Yeah.
nice.
But it's just like yours, just like that, the one that comes with it, and it kind of sits here. That's
Yeah.
why I put the longer one on. Yeah,
Yes, come into my hair.
yeah.
Yeah.
I must have left it in my room when I swapped them over.
I love your hair. Did you do your highlights?
I didn't do my highlights, but I got a treatment done today to
What?
to smooth it out. So apparently, when I wash my hair, all I have to do is go with the dryer, and it's going to look like this.
Oh, one of those. What is that called?
It's not the keratin one. This is
No.
like, because that can be quite harsh for your hair, and I don't like to put chemicals in
Oh,
my
this
hair.
is like a Botox or something. They call it Botox.
Oh, do they?
I
That's
don't.
funny because my cousin messaged me that today. You're getting the Botox in your hair. I don't
Oh,
know.
I heard. I never done it, but look very good and healthy,
I
beautiful.
know it makes it look, what it does, it gets all the, the bits that are not healthy, and it kind of glues them all together so it looks healthy. It's supposed to last for 12 weeks. So
Nice.
see, my hairdresser's like my friend, so she'll go, "Oh, Andri, I'm doing this new thing now." It's that she's doing it as a trial, but she knows she has to do it on her hair before she does it on mine.
Your your
So she'll
daughter.
do it on her. She goes, "It's great, look, come and see." So I says, "Right, book me in." So I went in. I said, "I need to look glamorous. I'm with Sabrina on
Oh,
Saturday." So I have to kind of look
oh,
glamorous.
you are. Your daughter-in-law, she's hairdresser. Yes, she has
Yeah,
a.
Ruth's a hairdresser as well. And the question I know I always get asked, why do you not get Ruth to do your hair? I've been going to my hairdresser for years, and since the boys were children. So and then Ruth has just come out, and then it would mean that Ruth would have to do my hair on her day off. She's doing it as a job anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I need my hair done and my hairdresser's not available, of course, the first person I'm going to go to is Ruth. You might see me in Ruth's reels.
I love to doing little bit highlight, but because my hair got damaged so bad, because I was bad with my hair, because when I started doing blonde 2 years ago, I did it too much, too fast. I think I did highlight it maybe 6 times in the 1 month or 2 months. I damaged my whole hair, and it still is damaged. I'm waiting to get a little bit healthy, and then I started doing a little bit highlight. But I love your highlight; it's so beautiful.
Yeah, see, I don't get my highlights done often. What I do is, because I do my color every 3 weeks, because my hair's grey now.
Yeah,
As much as I hate to admit it, but so what we just touch up the roots, and then every so often, like the next time I go, because the highlights are now getting quite low, she's going to do the highlights, but I don't do the highlights often. I just do the touch up in the root,
it's
just to
good.
cover the place, and that's it. Just to avoid all the damage that colouring does.
Yeah,
It's only Wapping is asking, did you mean Olaplex? No, it's a new type of treatment that they're doing now. It's called um, is it amino acids? That's what it's done with, Linda.
uh,
Hello, ladies. Love the earrings. Andrea, are you planning any more piercings? Have you got piercings?
oh me.
Yeah.
I have it. When I was younger, I did one of my ear from top to bottom. Oh my gosh, that was a horrible thing I did. All got infection and was bad. And I just, after that, I said, I never, ever going to do that. Because the time I did, they didn't have gold earring. And I had to use the custom jewelry when they did it from the, and that's why I had an allergy. And after that, I didn't do it. Just I have a three pierce each ear. That's it.
Yeah.
But, oh, you're very fancy. You have everywhere.
Well, not quite everywhere.
you,
Not quite everywhere, Sabrina. Don't be telling my secrets now.
oh, but I love it. It's nice for you. I love the one you have it here. I really like it.
This one, yeah.
Yeah, I really like
That was
that.
the easiest piercing to get. That one's the easiest one. The worst one was
Really?
this one up here. That was horrendous. That one.
Oh
This.
yeah. Remember you said you had a pain and
Oh, that took. That
you
took
good now?
years. That took years, but it's fine now. I think I would like one more here
You
somewhere, but that's it. I don't like to have both ears done. And when
no.
we get older, our ears get bigger. They
I didn't know that.
they
Oh,
do.
big?
The
I have
ears. I'm not going to mention the other thing on our face that gets bigger because I don't want. I don't. But God help me.
Oh my god.
God help me. That's all I'm saying. That's real life. Can see all the trolls now coming on.
Yeah, but I didn't know ear. I'm gonna check mine to see his
Yeah,
grade.
ears get like. Anyway, enough. People, why are you not talking to us? We must be really entertaining because none of you are saying anything. Come on. Janita Adams, hi, welcome. Right, come on, talk to us. I think I've asked Sabrina everything. Your health, you've not been great with your health lately, have you?
Yeah, yeah, just I did, I found out I had a heart problem, and I didn't know my cholesterol was very high, and this is because in
This is what your dad died of, wasn't it?
my no, you name it, I have it. My father, he died with a stroke, and my mom with heart problem, and she was under 60. She was young, and yeah, I have to just watch it and have a diet. But my diet is very bad. I cannot stop eating chocolate and stuff. But
You need to start watching my health videos.
yes,
My daughter-in-law said to me, "Get a life, Andri. Eat, for goodness sake, eat." I do. I eat, but it's just I know I watch what I eat. I know I can hear everybody saying me to shut up.
yeah. Actually, I remember one of the video you mentioned something. For me, I wasn't big or like that. My whole life, I never was be heavy, but I wasn't happy. Every once in a while, I had to have a diet. And then 2 years ago, or maybe a year and a half ago, I started just changing my eating habit. For example, and instead of eating afternoon, I eat in my food morning time. For example, 8 o'clock, I eat my lunch. And then by 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, I'm done with all of my food, snacks, salad,
So
anything.
it's some form of fasting that you're doing.
I don't do a fasting because I'm one of those people telling me don't eat that or have a diet. I get more crazy to eat.
I'm the same. I'm the same.
I don't want to strict for anything. I don't want anybody anything stop me. And no, just the big meal, I just eat it morning time and instead of afternoon. And then I saw big change in my body, and I lost a lot. Anybody see me say, oh my
I,
gosh.
I've noticed lately you've lost a lot of weight.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah, because I changed my diet habit. Actually, I eat everything. I eat everything, just I eat at morning time and instead of afternoon. But sometimes people say, oh my gosh, did you have a surgery in your body? Did you do something? No, just I changed all my habits.
right? Gina's asking, "What's your favorite perfume?" Hermes, Hermes, all the way for us, Sabrina.
Actually, very boring in that department. I don't want to change my perfume. I want to always I have a signature smell, and always been this way. Before, always I use Chanel, different one of them, and now Hermes. And then when I get Hermes, I get it, for example, three different one, and then I use all of them at the same time. I create my own, and that's the reason people ask me what do you use. I say Hermes, even say, oh, the smell is different, but because I mix them together.
See, I used to be like that. I used to always like my own signature perfume that people would associate with me. I think I've gone back to that now. And then this YouTube thing when people had trays of perfume and you needed this for the summer and you needed this for the winter and you needed this for the spring. And I got influenced into all of that rubbish. And I'm now going back to using my absolute favorite. I mean, my grandson Kenny says to me they were out somewhere and he says, "That smells like yiayia." And I'm like, "Oh my God, what was he smelling?" She goes, "It was like that Tom Ford, because I like that vanilla, tobacco, vanilla, whatever it is.
Mhm.
That's like what I like." And like you like a strong scent. I like a nice strong scent as well. So I'm going back to that, having my signature, like what I like, and then rather than having all these different
I
ones.
know. Do you think when you're watching YouTube, you say, oh, that's the reason sometimes if you don't pay attention about the perfume and makeup, if we don't watch it, and then we're going to end up with lots of makeup, and we say, oh, this is $50, this is $30, this is $100. End of the day, we spend lots of money and just, one big drawer with lots of makeup. I'm very, very careful. Always, I'm careful with buying something. But few years ago, actually, when I was talking to Emmy, I mentioned that I was opposite of another people. People step by step they go to the designer and the fashion and stuff. I was opposite because always I watch what I buy, and I have some specific brand. Few years ago, I watching this YouTube, and then I got so excited. I started buying. Oh, this shoes is
Oh, the
just
Zara hauls, the Primark hauls, the this haul, the that haul.
3 years. I bought this stuff. All I don't know. It's so bad. You are spending lots of money, and after two times, no quality. After two times, even you cannot wash it, and then you see it's no quality. You cannot use in it. And I spend lots of money over that, and I couldn't even pass it to my daughter or give it. Usually, I send my stuff to my daughter. I couldn't. I had to throw away because there's no quality, and the shoes wasn't comfortable. That was my big mistake actually, and I
Well,
never.
I would say I'm the opposite to you because I was saying this. I did a live with B. I was talking about that with B, and I said I went through a phase where I decided I wasn't buying inexpensive. I have to use inexpensive. Rico doesn't like me to use the word cheap. Inexpensive items, and I was only gonna have designer items like one good jacket, one good raincoat. So I bought my Burberry, I bought my Balmain blazer, my designer shoes, my designer bags, my designer scarves, my designer gloves. So I was building this collection, which is what I have now. And I got bored, Sabrina. I
No, I
got.
I like a classic. When my stuff get old with me, even my furniture, I'm happy. I love it. I love
I'm
it.
the same. Same with my house. My house is so old fashioned.
Love it. When I watch it every Christmas, your house, I love it. I love your furniture. I love all the stuff.
Yeah, because that's how you buy. I spend money on what I buy, not to throw it away. Like the stuff I have is expensive furniture. I'm not gonna throw it away, and I like it. That's what it makes me feel cozy. I mean, mahogany's not fashionable, but that's what I like.
Mhm.
That's my thing. I like that richness of good wood and all of that. And I see it sometimes when I look at it, I go, oh my god, people are gonna go. Like in my local area when I do my Instagram stories, I'm standing in my hall with my rug and my dark furniture, and they go, oh my god, what is she about, man? Where's
No.
the white? Where's the grey? Where's the cream? Where's the
Yeah, me too. I want everything old. I don't like it, but I don't get bored. Even my clothes. For example, now because I lost lots of weight, most of the dresses and stuff I'm wearing when I go out, all from 20 or 30 years ago when I was in Iran, even. I was in,
Wow.
because when you buy something classic, you can use it in my, as I
Yeah, no,
do.
I totally agree. I mean, I've got dresses in my wardrobe as well that are old. I bring them out, and it is true. But sometimes you just want to add
A little bit edginess. Yeah, I know. Yes,
that
you're
wee
right.
bit of shit. do
Yeah, and you know what? Actually, yes, when we getting
you want to
older.
see? Do you want to see? Do you want to see some shit that I bought today?
Sure, sure.
Pair of shorts
Oh my God, this is so nice. You bought
with
it?
with a matching jacket.
Oh my gosh, where did you get it? So
Oh my
pretty.
god! You don't want to know where I got it. You will not approve.
No, it's nice. It looked like a very Chanel.
I know. So that's why I thought I have to show this to Sabrina because it's very Chanel like, but it's
You a beautiful body. Anything
right.
you
Everybody, put in the comments where you think that suit came from. If you know me, you'll know exactly where it came
Zara
from.
from Zara. Zara, they have a very nice tweet, I think. I like it. And always I say, when you buy in some specific piece from Zara, and then you keep them for 2 or 3 years, it's become something very chic. I have always I mix and match, and the items the piece I have from few years ago from Zara is so nice. People they don't believe it. But I'm not buying, keep buying, just one piece every year. That's it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
just to. But you've now built up a big designer collection.
Yes, but right now, especially because I lost weight, I had so much designer dress for many years. And when you have those, you don't want to get rid of it. And then if you want to resize them, it's not that easy. You have to spend lots of money to they fix it for you, and you don't want it. Anyway, and my daughter, she's a different style person. She's not that much when she's mom, she had two small kids and she's running after these kids. But anyway, I didn't have choice. I gave them lots of my dresses, and then because with dresses, unfortunately, you cannot, even you want to give it to the store selling it, they don't buy in it that much. You're losing your money. Because I lost weight, yes, I cannot use them that much.
Wow. What happened with the? Remember, you was that. What was that place you sold your? What? Who was that?
Real, real.
Was it the Real Real? But,
Mm-hmm.
you know what? I can't believe that you just gave your stuff to them without them signing anything. I know. I was screaming at you. What did you do? You gave them a Chanel bag, man. Come on.
Yeah,
You put it in a bag. Tell everybody, just in case nobody saw this. But I was honest to God. See, when I was watching your video, I was like, "You are kidding me! What did you do?"
always I think I know what I'm doing, and then I realize how stupid I was.
I know. I didn't want to.
My,
But
my
tell everybody, quick, do it quickly. Recap the story quickly.
I call real real because I put the rack, all of the designer dresses, all Valentinos. Believe me, the pieces was I had a tag with Valentino, Alexander McQueen, Dolce and Gabbana, all of that, plus one Hermes bag, one my jumbo green, beautiful green. The time I bought it, now it's lots of green. Chanel, they have lots of green. That time wasn't, and beautiful, beautiful. Maybe I two times or one time I used that bag. I gave them this. Somebody came with some big, I don't know, bag or whatever, throw everything in
From the
there.
real, they said, "I'm here from the Real Real to
Yeah,
pick up the
I
stuff."
I called them, and then they said you have to fill out some form. I don't remember exactly online. I did that. Somebody called me. They made an appointment. They said we're going to send somebody there. The person didn't come, and then I called. I said, what happened? The stuff was in middle of the living room, and then they said, oh, okay, they're going to send it. This somebody came. Somebody came with the flip flop, and I was thinking somebody fancy and chic. Going, no, somebody came with the flip flop anyway, and then came with the bag. And then she said it, about the pricing. She said, oh, okay, we're going to take it, we're going to sell it, and then, you get this much percentage of blah, blah. Anyway, she said as soon as she take this stuff, she's going to send me email with the pricing and take a picture of the items. Didn't happen. Anyway, and took, I think 2 months. I don't remember how many months. And I just keep calling this person, that person, no
So
profession.
they took all your stuff. They never gave you any money. They never gave you any receipts. They gave you
No,
nothing.
keep calling. And then they said, oh, sorry, it's lost. We have to look into it. We have to invest it and we investigate it. And then they said, oh, okay, we're going to give you money. How much they're going to give me money? How is it, that new bag? I don't know. They really sold it or they really lost it, but they give me some money. And that in that point, I didn't care. And steal my clothes because I didn't want to even take back my
Did you
clothes.
not get money for your clothes?
For example, believe me, it's even embarrassing to saying it. For example, $10 for, Valentino, pants or
Sabrina, you could have sent them to me, man.
no, that's the reason I was stupid even I doing that because all was big for me and I thought I'm going to do that. And when they took it, because I was so pissed and upset, I didn't want it. Then I did see they listed in their website, but they had a picture. I don't know they were real or they lost it. They just put the picture. I don't know, but I didn't want to even send me back. Who touching it? Because when you buying it, they have a return policy. They can return it. And I said, oh no, I don't want that. But for my bag, the Hermes bag, I said, quickly send it back to me. That was my what is that bag? P- Picketon, my Picketon bag. That one I got it back, and then for I had a hairband, I had twirly, and all of that. And they gave me some money. I don't remember how much. Very very little money for my bag.
Chanel?
Chanel bag and done. And I said, oh my gosh, I was stupid. And I'm saying I was shocked. I taking care of my stuff so good all the time. And I see she just putting it in this bag and then putting it in her shoulder. She's wow. Yeah. But I'm done.
Can you see that would be eating away at me? Can you let that go? Can you just go, well, it was my mistake, let it go?
I was very upset. I was very upset, but I realized that I made a big mistake. And I'm one of those people when I make some big mistake, something like that, I realize that I'm not going to just sitting and just eating myself because I did it. That was my mistake.
That it's
I
good to be like that, whereas I would be going, oh my
I
god.
was like that for my bag. No, no. I said, I don't care for anything, just that green bag. Really, I was so sad because I love that bag. But the reason I did that, because I'm not a collector and I don't believe in that. I think this is a sin to just have a shelf and lots of bag. And I thought, okay, I don't use it. Let me, let it go. Somebody else using it. But Yugi Closet is good. The price is very low. They buy it more than half price, but at least you send a picture. They said we want it. You say okay. You send the item. They transfer the money. That's good. That's easy. But real, I never ever gonna do that again.
That was awful. Honestly, when I watched that video, because I messaged you, and I was like, oh my god.
I made a big mistake, but I didn't have experience. I don't.
I'm glad you did a video on it though, because it makes other people aware of it. It makes.
Their bag, they don't have a return policy, but that's good thing. But for clothes, they very, and they selling it and then they returning it and then they pay you. You end up with $5, $10. It's embarrassing. If you gifted all dresses with and pants and everything with designer had a tag, I could give a gift and But yeah, that was my mistake.
Mistakes are there to learn from, aren't they?
Yes, we are still learning.
Oh, we'll always be learning. That's life. Life is about learning, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah, but when you're going to use it, sometimes I get pissed with myself. I say, okay, I'll just keep saying experience, experience. So, that's okay, that's okay. But I don't know. It's life.
What's next on your wish list?
Actually, I don't have.
Sabrina, do you remember I said to you I told the girls not to message me?
Yes.
I've just had a message from Ruth saying, I said, because they like to send me messages of whatever live I'm on, and I've just had a message from Ruth pops up on the chat. Oh, she's lovely. There you go.
Have a wish list because I don't believe in one of those. I know it's a wish list. You can have any wish, but I don't believe in I have to have some big bag, expensive bag. If I have that much money, I want to donate to some, for children hospital or something. I don't want to just keep buying something. I don't have. If something. Last year I bought so many, Chanel stuff, ready to wear because I needed. To be honest with you, my closet was empty because all my clothes was too big for me, and I didn't have anything. Plus, I want to add some pieces, a little bit more casual, but I don't have anything in my wish list. I don't mind some bag, like a Bulgari. I like to have one Bulgari bag, but
Oh,
something.
really?
I never had it because always, as I said, I'm very classic and boring person. I want to have some maybe someday, but I don't need it. How many bags do you need?
Right, I've got a couple of questions here for you. I'm gonna give you the questions and then go back to them. So I've got one here. How has Andri influenced you? Do you enjoy workouts, Jim? Then Susan asks, what's a daily size for a Birkin? And then Joe says, Sabrina, do you work out? It's three questions there.
Okay.
Two are the
For
same.
the workout, actually, um, I don't work out that much. Last 3 years, I don't say because I'm lazy, because I have so pain in my body, my back, and all of that. And then 2 years ago, I broke my not actually a year ago, I broke my toes. Anyway, I'm scared now. But I walk every single day, at least 1 hour every morning. Uh, for the Cali of Birkin, size for daily or Kelly?
What's the daily size for a Birkin?
Birkin, I think size 30 is a perfect size for, for day, for night, for, a small woman, for big woman. I think size 30. But my perfect size is 25. I think it's beautiful, beautiful. If you don't, have so much stuff to put in it and you don't mind to, you don't put it in your arm. But I love 25.
Do you think you just prefer? I was going to say, do you think you just prefer smaller bags? But actually, when I was watching, you said one of your favorite bags was the big Kelly you had.
Yes, I had a size 40 and I have size 35 Birkin and I love it. No, actually, I just look better actually with the big bag. I love big bag. The thing is, I change a little bit now because I have
What
a
do
bag.
you mean? What do you mean you look better with a big bag? What?
Because for example, you mentioned something about the Kelly. You said, "Oh, this is a too small," because sometimes you look funny with something very, very small. It's if you want to be, in my opinion, you want to be more elegant or put together. This is important. What size bag you use? That's the reason. Usually, we using a small one for nighttime, big one for daytime. I don't look bad with the big bag and I like it. I think it's very chic for me. But because of my back problem and I have a hard time, my arm, lots of problem. I think I go with this small bag, but I love big bag. I think, and now it came back again. Big bag, it's
Do
beautiful.
you think big bags are back now? Yeah.
I think so. And for the Birkin, actually kind of heavy because not just size of the bag, not the bag is heavy. And then imagine I'm one of those people. When I have a big bag, I more put more
Put
stuff
more
in it.
stuff in it.
Uh,
Yeah.
and
Do you carry your bags to work?
actually, I work from home right now. I used to work from office, and then last year and a half, I work from home. Before, yes, always I use my bag, especially my Kelly, the one I get rid of it. That size 40 was perfect. I put my laptop, I put my stuff, and so easy and so chic. And 40 usually gone.
How do you get rid of these bags so easily?
Because when you have it, and then if you want to keep buying it, I'm not a collector and I'm not a millionaire, and it's sin to put in it, and I don't like it to just have a
So,
room.
see when you sell your, I'm going to ask you something now. So, when you sell your Hermes bags, so apparently on the second-hand market, pre-loved market, they sell much higher. Do you get a good return for them when you sell them?
Actually, one of them I give it to my daughter, and
Okay.
then another one I give it to one of the YouTuber actually because it was very new and I didn't use it and
You gave it to her or you sold it
yeah,
to her?
sold it. Sorry, sold it. It is same amount, because I didn't. But my Kelly, the one I said, yes, that was reseller was very low actually.
Low.
Yeah, I think was I don't remember maybe 4,000. I don't remember. I don't remember how much,
See,
but
this is it because I don't know. You're here. Personally, I wouldn't
I
overpay.
I know what you're gonna say. They are saying when you buying back, this is investment. It is not. Like they saying you buying the Rolex watch, for example, investment. If you keeping it for 30 years, 40 years, maybe. Because for example, the time
The
I used
value from what you paid to, yeah.
yeah,
It's like me. It's like me if I sold my bags now because I've had them for so long. Like my medium classic now is about 10 years old now. So obviously, compared to what I paid for it and compared to the value of it now, I would get more. But no, because you
yeah,
hear all this, oh, you're going to get so much, that
no,
this price, that that, I paid this. And you hear YouTubers saying, I paid 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,000 for, and I'm like, when you can buy it for what, £10,000, you're spending 17? Doesn't make sense to me.
no, yeah, you're right.
What
You're
does
right.
a Birkin, what does a Birkin retail for now? A Birkin 30?
I don't know. I never look at it. But the
Do
smart
you
thing,
ask the price when they call you in and they say, I've got a bag for you? Do you say how much?
the for the boutique. Oh,
Yeah,
oh, you asking retail? Oh, for boutique, I think the Birkin is the last one I got it. I think 13,000.
13.
13.
Yeah.
And then one of the good things, or I didn't pay tax because I went to New York and I got the bag. The Hermes policy, they didn't charge me tax, and I saved almost close to $2,000. But now they charge me. You have to add that amount to it. You know, I get the bag almost $13,000 plus tax.
Right. So you got your essay calls you and says, "Hi Sabrina, I've got a lovely Hermes, whatever. I think you would be interested in." Do you say to her, "Oh, thank you. How much?" Honestly, how does it go? How does it go when she?
Oh, okay.
Oh, come
I
on.
have an answer.
When
I
she
have
phones you up, well, how does the conversation go?
okay. My essay, she's not calling me say I have this, you want it or not. I message her because I have a very good relationship with her. I message her, I said I'm interested, I want to have this. And then she called me, she say I have something from your wish list. It means I'm ready. First, I know I need it, and then she telling me, and then I go get it. But last year, I was in a store. She offered me one of those. What is that new Birkins?
Oh, the one with the zip and everything in. Did
Yeah,
you get offered one of them?
yes, she offered me that, and two colors, one of the very unique one. But I said this is too much. I think, and then I asked her how much. I think she said 17, $18,000, something like that. I said no, I don't want it because
Tamara's just unboxed one of them, hasn't she?
yeah, I think yeah, she did. I think yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's not like that. To she telling me, I just say, oh, come in. No, I have a budget, and especially I'm an accountant. I always, I have a budget. I say, I'm looking, to have this.
So
For
you
example,
so you do ask the price.
I don't ask because I know almost the pricing. I say, okay, now I want this, and then she said, okay, come. I have good news for you, and then I go. I'm already ready. I know, for example, the price almost, but because first I'm ready and then I ask her because I know that not just I say oh money it's not there. No.
No,
you
I just wondered, like, because
you
I always like to know the price of things. I just wonder, would I
come
go,
on. Yeah.
like you go, here comes Andri, and how much is that? Like, really?
Yeah, got me.
Oh my god. People really like, oh, it's only whopping. I don't think she would want to steal any of my handbags. What handbag would you steal from each other's collection? I'll have a Birkin. Thank you very much, Sabrina. Send it right over. You've got my address.
I'm gonna your boy bag, the red one.
Have you
I,
got a
I
boy bag?
hmm?
Have you got a boy bag?
I had it. I had two, three of those, and then it wasn't me. I think look very cool, it's just cool, very edgy. But because that time I used to go to office and to open in it, just look at some big book or something. Just I wasn't happy about that. It was too boxy maybe for me. But I love yours because red and it's now you don't see it that much. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you'll no, because you sell your bags. I was going to say, do you think you like the thought of having a bag more than having the bag? Or
Obsessed. I love to buy back and enjoying it and to be, I don't even encourage people
see
to just
that thrill? See the thrill of the bag? How long does it last? Like when you're picking up that mini Kelly, do you still get a thrill out of it?
I always in my life, I always love the quality. I always appreciate the design. I appreciate the work they did. For example, this ring, I have it for many years. Anytime I use it, I enjoy it, and I remember the first minute I
Is
bought
that
it.
not? Is that the YSL rings that you
No,
said?
no,
No, no.
No, this is 24 carat.
All
This is
right. Okay.
Gorhan. Gorhan, for sure you heard of it. And these are opal, and these are two diamond. And I have it for many, many years. And I remember the time I bought it because they had some special sale. I remember maybe 20 years ago or over 20 years ago in Saks, they had a sale and I bought it. It's still when I using it, I enjoying it because I know the designer. No, I'm not one of those people. I just get excited and then I don't, you know.
Yeah. What I found fascinating is that you associate the panther from Cartier with your dad. I found that.
Yeah, I just love that. My father, he was very, very handsome guy, and he had a big green eyes, and always because he was a very powerful man. I heard the girls when they looking, they want to get married or something. Always they compare every guy with their father. I think, and always even I didn't have that much time with him, always I feel so proud. And I think he was a perfect man. And when I, for first time, I remember many, many years ago, before I think I'm going to buy it, I saw that ring. I said, oh gosh, this power, just, I see my father. Anyway, and then about a few years ago, and then I said, you know what, I want to get it. And I think that was the time I got it. I had some issue or something. I just really want to make myself happy. Anyway, but yeah, just that power, just yeah, I love that ring. I'm a ring person. Ring, bangle.
You're a luxury person. You're not just a ring person. You love your bangles. I'm actually fascinated here because quite a few people like my red boy. It's only
Yeah,
one page says I think I would steal Andri's lady. So if her girls don't
yes,
want
and
it,
your
they send it to me.
yeah, your yeah, that's beautiful bag too.
There'll be a Birkin sitting here one day, and that'll be me content.
Uh, oh, but and you don't go out that much. Going out?
I don't go out that much. I don't actually. I used to. We used to have like. I don't even want to. Is that sad?
No, me too. I don't know. I feel I'm getting old, and I'm. Before I was excited to dress up, going out, and now sometimes I look at my bags and say, "Oh my gosh, I didn't use it for 6 months. I didn't. I don't go out that much."
Yeah, because you said you're working from home as well now. So
Yeah. And especially end of the day, I'm exhausted. I don't want to go out that much. I have lots and lots of friends. I have, they invite.
Sabrina, you say you don't. I follow you on Instagram. What are you talking about? You're always dancing. You're always partying. You're always. When
I
there's a dance going on, you're the one in the middle dancing and giving it. What
I
are you
was
talking?
no, I was going to say same thing. I was going to say sometimes I really want to stay home because I'm exhausted, but because sometimes I have to go. If birthday or something, they invite me, I don't have choice. I have to go. But I prefer to stay home.
Do you have like a community of all like yours? Are you all the same community? Like your friends, are they all Iranian? Are they all?
Actually, I came to America almost 24 years ago. I didn't have any Irani friend. I was just involved with America. It just happened, not just I decided, just happened. I had all American friends. And then a few years ago, almost 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I decided to have Irani friend because I felt so alone that time. And because always I had a goal to bring my kids to do job, and I was a very social person before that, but during that many years I didn't have any social life, just my work with coworker, going out, something like that, not just friend. And then when I decided, and then I started to involve with I had she's now my best friend in my building, some Irani friend. And then she brought me to the group. Gradually, just I involved with so many, and that's just 4 years ago. Yes, all of them is just like a big group of friends.
Hmm. Do they know you do YouTube?
Some of them yes, some of them no, because I shy to saying it. But now recently, sometimes I say it. They some of them they know, but I get embarrassed.
I was like that as well for years and years and years, and then Rico was like, "Why do you not tell people? Why do you?" And it was like Do you know what it is for me? I think it was a fact because I used to talk about luxury, and it's like I don't want people to think I'm showing off.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you know what I mean? I don't want people to think, oh, who does she? And I know I would say don't worry about, and I think that's where I'm at now, because I think if you know me, you know that's not what I'm about. I'm not about showing off,
yeah.
but I worried that it was that showing these There's another question. Are you ever afraid of showing all this luxury on YouTube? For
Afraid
your safety?
safety. Oh, because I don't keep, I don't keep the jewelry. I have a box in the bank. My jewelry don't in the house. And the bag, same thing. I have just few to use in it. I'm not one of those have a shelf and my bag sitting in the bag. I'm not like that. Yeah.
What are you saying, Sabrina?
You are no, not me. No, I have a small shelf, and I have maybe four bag in it. I just using that, and then if I want it, I just change it. No, I don't have anything, in the house, so I worry about the safety. But we were talking about the friends. Some of my friends, they know about my channel. They saw me. They made a comment. Oh, Sabrina, you selling these bags? Who buying it? I said, I'm not selling bag. They said, oh, you sell it. I said, I'm not selling bag. I'm look at reviewing. I just talk about it. This is a community. Just we all of us passionate about the fashion. That's why we talk about it. But yes, you're right. Sometimes people they get you wrong, and this make you feel uncomfortable. I think you show off saying, "Oh, I have this. I have this." That I get lots of comment. They wanted jewelry to see my jewelry collection, or yeah, or review. I shy. I say, oh, okay, I come and just keep saying, "Oh, I have this. I have this." I don't want it. People thinking, it's show off.
Yeah, I get that as well, and because we have like I have the people that I feel close to that I know watching my videos, and you want to share things with them, but sometimes you don't know who that horrible person is
Yeah.
that's watching. Do you know what I mean? And you put it out there. But Rico's very much, he's like, what do you care? What do you care what people think? And I know like my whole family's behind me as well. So that makes me feel better, you
Oh,
know?
good. You talking about daily life. You talk about health. You talk about exercise. You have cooking. You have everything. That's the reason your channel is so interesting. Anytime I watch, I know I'm not going to get bored. When
Ah,
I want to watch your video, that is the time I want to enjoy. And I just eat. For example, you talk about your mom. I was driving to New York. You were talking about your mom and her disease. Just here coming from my eyes, because I remember my father and he had the same problem. I
oh,
was
did
very,
he? I didn't know that, Sabrina.
yeah, and he had the same problem, and I was very young. And still, I remember, I don't remember how long it took all of it, but I know, and I saw that powerful man got to that point. And when you talking and you explaining stage by stage, it's so real, and you don't get that kind of thing in the YouTube or some, and because you're so real, I really enjoying it. When I was driving that period, I was listening to your video again. I turned back and then I started listening again. Two times I was listening, and I amazed the way you handle in your channel. I love that. It's not just unboxing.
I find it with my mum. I struggle because I want to be really open, but because it's about my mum, it's really hard to talk about because you don't know like, do I put it out there? This is about her, but it was even now I struggle when I think back, and I still struggle with myself a lot. I should have done this. I should have done this better. I should have been better here. I should have been more patient here. And I struggle with that. I still struggle with that on a daily basis. And I know everybody says, you did a great job, you were, but in my head I didn't. In my head I didn't.
But this is normal. Like as a mother, we think we didn't do enough. We always feel guilty. And the same thing I think about the parents. I didn't, have pleasure and just like, like you have them. many, years. But always I feel guilty. I remember always I say, oh, I wish I was older too. I could do something for my mom. She was young, she died. Maybe I didn't do enough. It's normal, but you're an amazing daughter. The
See, when your mum died, did she die at home? Did she die in the hospital?
Because she had a heart problem, and then back and forth, and then she went to the hospital, and even I wasn't there too, and they just said it. And when I saw her, that was the time, the day
So
of.
at that age, is it? Does it feel real? At that, what were
Oh
you?
yeah.
13? What were you when
Yeah.
your mum died?
My life is very sad when I think about it, because I look at it as some young person, not just as myself. I feel so bad. I feel this year she lost most important people in her life under 18 years old, or under 20 years old. I can say it. Because I saw my father left and my mom left. My half brother, he was a step brother, not half brother, step brother, half brother. Yeah, my mom, she had son from her first marriage, but we were so close.
I didn't know. So your mum was married before?
She was very young. She got married, but she had a kids, and then she divorced, and then she met my father. She was much. I said she was much younger. And my life is a book. But
Wow. Did you say that earlier? Did I miss it? I didn't know. I
no,
didn't know.
no, I didn't say it. He was 42. He died with heart problem. My point is, I lost most important people in my life. That's the reason sometimes I see people they losing somebody. I said, oh, me too. And then a while ago I was thinking, so my gosh, anybody they lose, I said, oh, me too. And I went through all of it. It's so real for me.
Open Mind says, "Oh, my most favorite two people."
Oh, thank you.
My daughter-in-law Kelly, she lost her mum really, really young as well. We
Mm.
were actually, it was the most heartbreaking moment. We were on holiday. Kelly, Costa, Theo was just a baby at the time. We were on holiday, and I remember that it was the night, and we had the most amazing night. We were laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing. And the next day, I remember, so we were in Cyprus, and I remember the next day a knock on the door, and I hear Rico saying to Costa, "You're kidding me." I mean, Kelly's mum was in her early 50s, late 40s, early 50s when she died. And I remember Rico saying, "What? You're kidding me?" And I shouted, "What's going on? What's happened?" And Rico says to me, "Kelly's mum has died." And I went, "Don't be so stupid. I've got a message here from Mary. I have a message here from Mary saying Mary was messaging me that Rico's dad was unwell." So she said, "Well, I've got a message here from Mary. Stupid one." And it was like it just happened all of so we were on holiday having this amazing time. Then Kelly and Costa had to fly out, come back. I mean, it was a sudden death. It was a heart attack.
Oh,
Kelly's brother was trying to revive his mum. It was just, and I can't imagine. And she's so strong. My daughter-in-law is so strong, and she's since lost her sister as well. And I know it's heartbreaking. And this is the thing: people watch everybody, and people think, look at Kelly and Costa having an amazing life, but they don't know. People don't know
they
what's
go.
actually going on. And I mean, I lost my mum at a much later age, so I can't even imagine what it's like for you as a child, for Kelly to feel like, like even you've got grandchildren now. Like Kelly's mum has never met. She knew Theo. She's never met Anna. Do you know what I mean? These are all the moments that are really, really hard. And I feel for her when it comes to these moments, because I know it is losing your mother is one of the most important things.
Yes, yeah. That you think that is the most painful thing, yeah. It's And I think about I that's why I cherish each
Did you understand it at that age?
course, because I was very, very close to my mom, and it was very hard, especially because you're living with somebody, no love and this much abuse. And I just thought that was my only support I had. And she just kept telling me at that time, she was saying,
Did you talk to your mum about how unhappy you were in your marriage?
she was very upset. She was very upset with herself. Even she just kept telling me, get divorced, get divorced. But I know it. If I get divorced, I know they're going to take away my kids. And I thought my mom has a heart problem if something like that happened, because my mom, she really loved my kids. And I thought it's going to hurt her. And I just thinking, I'm not going to do anything if my mom, anything happened to my mom, and then I'm going to just go for it. And then I'm going to do it. Yeah, she was very upset. She actually crying, and all the time she admitted, she said, I did that to you. And that, but yeah, the losing mother is the worst thing, I think.
Yeah, totally. I totally. Yeah.
Yeah, so sad. What time is it in your time?
I don't. What? I have no idea. How long have we been talking? What is it? 7:30. When did we start?
I don't know. I don't have it. I cannot see it in my phone,
Yeah.
actually.
Do Does anybody want to ask any questions? Will we call it a night? I think everybody's like that. They're all like, "Wow."
Sabrina, talk too
I
much.
told you, Sabrina, you're amazing.
Oh,
Honestly,
you're amazing.
you were quite nervous coming on. How do you feel?
Yes. I'm a shy person. I'm just, especially when I get nervous and then I start to laughing. And I was thinking, my gosh, I'm so nervous. My heart is start beating. And then now, because of your personality, you make me feel so calm and comfortable. Thank you very much.
I've loved it. I've really, really enjoyed it. But Krista, I just saw a message come up saying that you lost your dad. Because I
Sorry?
know Krista's dad, I know he was unwell. And she's just put up, I lost my dad a week ago.
Oh my God. I'm so
Patricia's asking, how do we find Sabrina? I will link I will link Sabrina's channel soon as give me a time, and I will link Sabrina's channel in my description box. Oh, everything will be linked. I will have a lovely thumbnail. I know it's just one of me going like like just now, but I'm going to sort all that out, and I will have Sabrina linked below. She is amazing. As you can see, she is very down to earth,
thank you.
and what you see is what you get with Sabrina, and this is why we've connected over the years, haven't we, Sabrina?
Thank you so much. You're amazing. I feel so lucky. Can call you friend. I mean that. Thank you. You're amazing,
No,
lady.
you're amazing. You truly are. I can't believe I can't. I'm taken with Krista just now because I knew her dad wasn't well, and
I'm so sorry.
we're so sorry. Honestly, Krista, I didn't know it's and everybody's saying deepest sympathy, Krista, because Krista's kind of you always see her commenting on everybody's channels, and
She's YouTuber?
no, she's not, but she watches a lot of videos. Sorry, Krista, everybody's saying thank you, guys.
So sweet.
I know it's been amazing having you. It really is. We're
When you,
gonna
sorry, go ahead.
go carry on.
No, no, I'm saying when you see that, your parents, they die, you realize how close the life and the death. You see the reality. That's really shaking you, I
That's
think.
right. That's you. Yeah, you realise
The reality, the death is real.
that.
And
Yes, absolutely,
the life,
absolutely. So you realise that at an early age, then?
that's why, yeah, anytime, I, I'm not really look at the life as a long, always. I believe in, it's not good to always thinking you're going to die, but this is the real.
Chris is agreeing with you. It is. It's very, very true. Because when we're younger, but then this is what you lost them at such a young age. So realizing that at that age is
Actually, very, very young age is better because you don't realize it. Older age better because you already accept that. My age was bad. That is the age you need them because you're very young, you don't have experience, you worry about, you don't know, you still, you try to find life about you or know yourself. That is the age you need to have them.
absolutely.
That's your feeling. But when you're very, very young, you lose them, you accept it, you grow up, you say, oh, I don't remember. I was 5 years old, I was 10 years old, I was 2 years old. It's actually easier. Yeah.
But how amazing that even at that age, that when you lost them, how you coped and how far you've come. I can't. It blows my mind.
God is amazing. I believe in God, and God, I think he always I believe in that. When something like that happened to you, God loves you and he always hold me in his hand because you cannot handle everything just by yourself, and he give you a strength.
You need to write a book one day, Sabrina. I think it would be a bestseller. I would say I'm gonna write my mum and dad's life story because I think that would be a bestseller too. We'll leave that one there.
And
I was tease on that one.
actually very good with thing, you just how good you are with camera, with talking, social speaking, you're very good, and I'm sure that the writing is another thing, I'm sure you're very
I
good.
know the writing's too much. Like I would have to dictate it. Somebody else can deal with all the rest.
Or yeah, the thing is, if you're talking about yourself, you went through something, it's very hard because when you started writing, I love writing. I don't read, but I write.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I love writing because you have to go back to that
Do you
situation.
write? Do you write in your own language or do you write in English?
English, and imagine this is my second language. It's not that easy, but and then you get emotional. Usually, I record my voice, and then from that I get calm, and then I write because
So
it's.
you write diaries then, so you keep note of everything.
Yeah, I started my diary. I was under 15 years old. I used to write every day, everything. And then I
Wow.
stopped because I got so emotional. I just keep go reading it. Oh my gosh, last year, 5 years ago, this year, like this, 10 years ago, I stopped writing. And then again, I started. But I love writing, make me calm and yeah,
That's like
help me.
keeping a journal then, yeah. So do you do it on a daily?
Now is I'm not doing it every day, but I used to do every day, but I just doing it. Yes, especially as I said, I just really want to write to make me relax because some of this stuff that's not something you just go tell people or communicate, and then by writing it, it's just helping you to just release that pressure, that pain, or.
Are you at a happy place now?
Yes, yes, I'm happy because the most important thing, my kids, and I see I took them out of that country. They're successful, educated, they have their own life that make me relax, I know they're in the safe place. And that's I'm happy about it.
How do you see your future? How would you like your future to be?
Just healthy. Yeah, I don't want
Do
anything.
you want a partner? Do you seek love?
I love love, but I think marriage is a contract, which is I don't believe that anymore because I'm too old for all of that. It's just two people they get together to just like a contract. Because always my history starts with that kind of marriage. I always look at the marriage, freak me out. But to dating somebody and loving somebody, yes, I love that. But it's not something you can buy it. You cannot choose it. I'm one of very
Do you
maybe.
think you're very careful? You don't allow people in now because of what
Yeah,
you've been through?
Yes, I just, yeah. Before, I didn't want anybody because my goal was bring my kids. And I know if I'm bringing my kids here, they're not going to be agreed to have somebody because always I feel uncomfortable. After that, which is now, it just has to be happen. It's not something I can just go after it. Just, but you have to be open to it. And I believe in that. Maybe I'm too,
Closed.
yeah,
Scared. You have to give it time. Oh, this is to Krista.
yeah,
It's to Krista.
yeah. We are, as a human, we get used to it. And yeah,
Do you?
yeah, I think you get used to it. You accept it. You're strong.
But
It's hard.
me looking at you, you to me you look so young. You're beautiful. You've got so much to give. I think it's a shame not to open yourself up to finding somebody that will care for you, love you, and look after you for you, not for your money.
Yeah.
You have to do that.
But as a process, when you meet somebody, that process, I don't like it. I just really, I don't like to go
What
through.
process?
Oh, like this. Do you like this? Oh, this is the music. Oh, no. Oh, you do so.
What do you want?
Oh, you walk so nice. Oh, you're so sexy.
What do you want? What do you want somebody to say to
I
you?
just want to know the person and then just, and then I
What?
feel, that in of it is so hard. Oh my God. I'm so honest with you. This is so interesting. Because I love you so much and you're so good. I just,
What's that? Many relationships can fall. What was that? Many relationships. Once people get married, which is strange, but some relationships work better when not married.
exactly. Marriage is a contract. Now, if somebody like you, I amaze, you have a
Yeah,
great
but Sabrina, marriage is not everybody. Everybody. I mean, I get so many comments. Oh, you and Rico are super. You
the
marriage
work.
is very up and down. Marriage is not perfect. Sometimes Rico looks at me and thinks, "What the hell am I doing with you?" And then I look at him and I go, "What the?" Do you know what I mean?
I
That's real.
not.
That's real marriage. You
Mhm.
know. Sometimes you look at each other and you go, "Whew, I
I
could
know.
really, I fancy you today," but other times you go, "Hmm."
Is that easy?
Marriage is not always perfect and
Part of-
wonderful and this and that. And I think that's what people see with Rico and I because we're very real with each other. Do you know? Although when we had the live and I was like, you remember this is live. I cannot edit you out of this. I cannot edit out the shit here. You need to.
Yeah, but that is real. That's the reason I'm saying so beautiful. But that beginning of it, you know each other, and that's kind of scary. When you're young, like for example, when you go young, you go to some party, you can get friends with 50 people very easily. When you get older, especially as a woman, because we just keep changing, it's harder to you maybe you have 100 people, 100 friends, but you are not that close to you grab the phone and say about your pain. Just a formal. And with men, same thing. When you get older, it's harder because you want to make sure you're not going to make a mistake because you have a kids, they're adult, you have a grandkids. It's you don't have that much room to make a mistake. And then when you try to not make a mistake and then you make it more hard and they just so strict and picky.
You see, I think you're trying to analyze it too
Eh,
much.
yes, I'm not that
Trying to
deep.
analyze it too much as opposed to thinking, right, I'm just gonna have fun with this, and if it's good, it's good. If it's not, because
Oh, you
what?
think it's a fun? I don't know.
Oh, Sabrina must
I,
be.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna be.
You're scared. You need to let go. You need to relax.
You're right.
You need to just. It doesn't mean every man that you're going to meet, you're going to marry, and you need to take seriously, and they're going to take your money. This is your, it's not about that. It's just like, I'm just going to have fun tonight. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to go out, I'm going to have a nice dinner. If I like you, I'll see you again. If I don't, I'm not going to see you again.
Yeah, actually, tonight I'm going to do that, actually.
Right. You can message me tomorrow and let me know.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to.
You're a beautiful woman, man. Come on.
I'm going to do it tonight. Yeah, one of my, friend, I'm going to just have a dinner and I'll see.
Right. And you can thank me. I'll be maid of honor. Right. I think we need to really wrap it up. Because, okay.
Okay, great.
Right. Thank you so much to everybody that has joined us this evening. I don't know about everybody else, but I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I have had great fun. Sabrina, love you, girl.
No,
And look
thank you.
forward to having our wee private chats.
Yeah, thank you so much. I love you, Andri. I love you, everybody.
Okay.
Thank
All the
you.
best, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.